Welcome to the channel. As you can see in the last two clips, my springtime coyote hunting did not go super well. I couldn't seem to hit them, but it's trapping season now. It's November 10th. It's time to get out there and trap them. This set here is one of my favorite sets. It's a straw set. The straw is from a livestock barn. Either what I prefer is straw of a chicken house or a cattle barn. And if you have farmers in your area, go and ask them if you can take some of their livestock, their used livestock bedding. And if you tell them that you're using it to get rid of coyotes, most likely they will give you a few bags full of it to trap some coyotes. This is a very basic set. You make a crescent shape with your straw. You put the trap in the front, and you put the bait under the straw, right in the middle, right there. Would you rather step on a clod? Would you rather step on a spot where it's flat and looks soft? So what I'm doing here is I'm making a horseshoe kind of straw with the biggest point at the back. And this has got chicken poop all in it. Grab a stick. You don't even need, you can put a dirt hole in, but you really don't even need it. You put that under the straw there. A little bit of straw on top of it. Then take coyote urine. Put that all over the back there. And that's it. That's the straw set. Takes less straw than my other style of doing it. Takes one trap instead of two. We'll see if this one picks up a dog. So it ended up catching one really fast, the first one of the year, and I didn't have a pistol in my truck, so while we were out muzzleloader hunting, all we had was a muzzleloader to shoot them with. But set up a camera on some of these straw sets to see what activity we're missing, and there wasn't a whole lot of misses other than this fox never getting caught. But there's a lot of pheasants I was worried about here, so I was kind of hoping to catch him.
Alright, so this happens. Don't get discouraged. So my truck's right behind me.
This happens. It's something that you can't really avoid. So even though I missed a coyote on this set, pretty much everyone that traps coyotes knows this set. It's a dirt hole set, and I have a stick over the back there as a scent post. It's not really a post, but it's an eye appeal with some scent on it. And this is something I love making. If you know roughly within a few feet of where the coyotes are going to be, if they're 10 feet off to the side, they'll come over and check it out. But I'm swapping the trap out right now from a Duke number 2 to a Duke number 3 square jaw, so that we have a little bit bigger area to catch the coyote. Duke number 2s, they work, but I prefer the Duke number 3 square jaws if there's a lot of coyotes in the area.
I'm not sure what it was that tripped this trap, but hopefully he's not too spooked. He'll come back. Whatever it was clawing. I'm guessing it was a coon or a possum, because it was clawing on the in the dirt hole even after. I'm guessing it was after. So just take some leaves, flip that jaw up, and stick some stuff underneath the pan. If you wonder what's up with the binoculars, some of my sets are pretty far from the road. And I'll often check them from the road with binoculars. There ain't nothing gonna pull that out. bait. Good chunk of bait. Stuff it way down in there. It'll smell that stick. Some coyote yarn on the log to mark the location.
Hey, bud. Swapped out that trap yesterday with the bigger one, and this is the trap with the stick there. Just that dirt hole set. Clearly works. Got a good pad catch, deep pad catch. That's a nice coyote. That's a fairly big coyote too. Very vocal. Yeah, that's good to see. I was just at another dirt hole set, and a coyote had stepped right on the edge of the trap, but not quite in it, and stole the bait and took off. This feels good, especially catching a big old one like this. I wasn't sure if this was ever going to work out here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this coyote. I'm going to move the trap set actually right over there. See right there where there's a little, you can see a lot more shade over there. There's kind of a divot, and then those clumps of dirt. I'm going to set it right there, and this catch circle here will become, coyotes will come investigate this and then see the bait and the urine. I'm going to move this log over there and make a set over there. Now I wanted to show you just how much activity goes on by one of these sets. Now some of these coyotes I think were spooked by the camera being there. They could hear the camera go off. Other coyotes were going by simply just because my scent was there, I'm pretty sure, and also the truck. You're not going to catch every coyote, especially with a set like this. You're mainly catching dumber coyotes, ones that aren't quite more as experienced. They haven't seen sets like this before. They get real curious. They throw caution to the wind, and that's when you get them caught. Occasionally you'll catch a big one just like I just did. As you see in that video, that mangy coyote there, he is one that I caught I think 2 days later, about half a mile away from this location, and here's a picture of him. This guy would have froze to death during the winter, so it's a good thing I caught him and put him out of his misery early. So last week I was out skiing in Michigan with Winston, the owner of Caravan Coffee. I've talked about them some on the channel before. That's kind of the thing with trapping, is that coffee is a necessity. That's kind of how the day starts, and you run a trap line early in the morning, you need some coffee when you get back. Winston does a small batch blend. He does no more than 2 pounds at a time, and it's high quality blended coffee. Longbow blend, he said, was his best seller so far. So go ahead and get yourself a bag, try it out, and let him know that we sent you his way. So I've been setting dog proof, or I've been setting dirt holes in the straw sets here for quite a while, and I'm kind of thinking a lot of coyotes are slipping by. I have some videos of coyotes just walking right by sets, maybe looking at them a little bit, walking by. Even when the straw set stops working in a spot, you've been setting it too much in one spot, because that's a set that works. Like I said, 60-70% of the time that set works. So what I'm going to show you here is the tire set. Is also a very attractive set. Spots where there's like here, there's corn stalks. The straw won't stand out quite as much right here. There's grass, corn stalks all mixed together. So what I'm going to do, first off, pull my corn stalks back and take my hammer. This is a very basic set. This works for coyotes, coons, possums, skunks, fox. I mean, this works on everything. Tires are something that is just so prevalent out in the woods. It's kind of a bummer, but that's how it is. Now, I haven't done this set much for coyotes. I've done it some for coon and possum, but I've figured this is a set that I'm gonna work towards getting some coyotes with. And we have lots of tires around. Being on a farm, it's hard to get rid of tires. And so I figured, this would be a good use for them if we got them.
Take the tire, set it right on top. Pack everything down. You want that trap right in the middle. You take a little bait. There we go. Take a little bait. Stick it in the tire here. Take a little more bait. Throw that stick over on the trail. Now the trail's over there. You primarily get the wind going this way. So they might see the tire, not think much about it, but then that scent is gonna get them over here. Take a little coyote urine. Put that on the wood side. Put on that tire. That's it. Pretty easy set. Some grass, put it on my knee, where my knees were, and that's it. I think you can guess what that is. So the tire set seemed to work, just not the target species. All right. So the skunk I went ahead and got the 17. So I was able to put them down with no spray. It's the first time ever doing that without getting sprayed or sprayed at. It's a nice skunk. It's nice. Didn't spray at all. What I did is I shot him in the vitals. What you don't want to do, shoot him in the head. The head shot, that's when you get sprayed. That's when they spray. If you can shoot them in the vitals, right here, right below this line, or if you're at a high angle, I shot right above the line. I shot him, his tail was up, and that tail just slowly drooped down. Look what we got here. This is a little fox, not a real big one. I think I'm gonna let this one go. I don't catch many fox. There's not a whole ton around. This area of where I caught this fox isn't real close to any of my properties. The coyotes would travel. I'm not sure how far foxes travel, but this wasn't my target species, and I'm always glad to catch one. And it looks like it's a nice clean catch, and it's not gonna hurt the fox too much. But it's living in our hay shed right over there, and I'm sure it catches a lot of mice in the hay shed. It has pups in the hay shed every year, so that's why I'm gonna go ahead and probably let this one go.